Oh, yes, indeedy, you dirt devotees, slide specialist and sideways savants. Kick the mud off your boots and clear the clay from your ears, because tonight we are going full USA, full throttle and fully unhinged. Welcome, everyone, to the dirt racing heaven here on Sensational TV, where tonight we've got the DS and TW Racing Series. First up, it's the UMP Modifieds at Kokomo Speedway. And then later on, we've got the Crate Late Models at Knoxville. 2 tracks, 2 classes, and enough sideways action to legally qualify as interpretive dance. No co-pilot tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's just myself singing a circus solo in the commentary gondola. Myself, Chris Munro. Just me, a microphone, and a front row seat to the sort of racing where lifting is frowned upon and braking is considered a personal weakness. So lean left, stay loud, and hang on, because the clay is coming. The chaos is queued up, and when the dust finally settles, it's going to be absolutely gloriously sideways, ladies and gentlemen. They are just finishing up their qualifying here at the moment. Looks like Braden Watson is on top of the timing tower so far. And while they are sorting out their positions in this very quick qualifying session, let's have a look at the driver standings. It's Tyler Worley out in front by 1 point to Braden Watson. So those guys are probably going to pick up where they left off last week and be battling for sheep stations up there at the front of the queue. Dalton Lane, one of the silent assassins in this field, has made his way up to 3rd position with Sam Mars in 4th position. Now, 4th, there you go, 4th planet from the sun as well, sitting there in P4. Trent Dalton in 5th position with Blake Daniels, Robert Rainey, Chase Reinerson, Mason Watson, and Kenny Nifflis rounding out your top 10, ladies and gentlemen. Cooper Robinson in the chat chimes in and says, "This is the best racing series ever made." That's a big call, but I'll tell you what, the action is aplenty out here tonight. Let's get back to the race info. We've got a 2-lap qualifying, which is just finishing up right now. Then we've got a bunch of heat races, 10 laps apiece, and the feature race tonight will be a 40-lapper. We're looking forward to that, ladies and gentlemen. Braden Watson still at the top of the timing tower here in qualifying. Let's have a look at Robert Rainey. He's sliding around here, just finishing off his session. Can he climb up the order? Can Daddy get right up there? Jarrett Turner in the chat says, "Come on, Boom Boom Brown." He's been going like a busted ass lately, so hopefully we can see him up the order just a little bit. And you're certainly right, Cooper. The talent is plenty out here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for our first round of action. Andrew Wagner will start off the front row with Dalton Lane beside him. Mason Watson comes next with Braden Watson as well, the father-son combination off the second row. Trent Dalton and Jacob Bland will round out the field here in the first of the heats tonight. Straight into it, folks. This is going to be a nice little tussle around here at Kokomo. The banking isn't as high as you'd see at some of the other circuits, so they're going to be really trying to ride that top cushion, I feel, to try and get that momentum down these short little straights. But every single dirt track has its own quirks, and we're about to find out all about this one here at the moment. Got one more to go. We're just pacing around behind the pace truck here at the moment, ready for some action, ladies and gentlemen. The chat keeping me entertained at the moment, but ladies and gentlemen, we are about to go racing this time, and it is just all on the 4, waiting for the Wagner to go, and it's green light racing for the first time, and the 14 just gets shuffled out right to the back of the field just about, and they go 4 wide around turn 1 and 2. Fantastic action. Watson leads the pace here at the moment with the 93 of the Sun coming in second position now with the 14 and the 2 sliding around side by side, but it looks like Lane has just kind of got the edge on on number 2 of Dalton, slots back into 4th position. Bland up there in 5th, and Wagner shuffled to the very back, from the front to the back in 2 laps. Down he goes. 8 laps to go now, and it's the senior Watson out in front, being chased very much behind by his he's a younger man there in the 93. Oh, a little big mistake there. Little big mistake in the commentary box as well. 42 goes sliding backwards down into 3rd position. Watson takes over the lead. Now it's Dalton and Watson going hard here at the moment. 14 getting the cutback on the 42, and that is the position done there. But the 42 looks up the inside now. Mason going really wide there, almost scraping the outside wall. And actually smashing the outside wall this time. That will be a big shunt in his cockpit there as well, and the 9 of Bland will try and take advantage of that now, but he just slots in behind. It looks like poor old mate Mason Watson just having a bit of a shocker here at the moment. Needs to just get his head back on right before he can go racing again. But out the front, it's Braden Watson taking over where he is most comfortable. Loves it out the front, just riding that high line, riding that cushion all the way around here at Kokomo. It's the way to do it, folks, because it's such a tight little radius turn, so you've really got to keep it out wide to keep that momentum. Oh, a little mistake there from Watson as well, but he's got the advantage of about 1.5, 2 second lead to Dalton Lane there in 2nd position. The battle's starting to heat up here between Dalton and Watson, but we have 2 laps to go, so actually make that 1. The white flag is out. Braden Watson around 1 and 2. He will close out this first heat race. Around 3 and 4, he comes to cross the line, takes the checkered flag. Braden Watson gets first blood tonight here in the DSTW Winter Series. Gonna have to pop the air conditioning on here, ladies and gentlemen. It's summertime here in Australia, and it is hot. Not as hot as the racing out there on the track, but pretty damn hot. No one can beat the 93. You're right, Cooper. He's on fire. It'll be good to see when him and Wally get to square up in the feature race. Let's have a look at how we are chasing here in the second of the heats. We've got Rainey and Bell up front with Daniels and Reinerson behind them. Buchanan and Rainey round out the field. Daddy trying to heat up the tyres there in the 12. 54 of Bell on his inside. Needs to get a good start to try and squeeze his way back out to that high line. Seems to be the way to go. Waiting on that pace car, folks. Got to get the wide view. The camera angles at this circuit. Look at this. It's nothing but spectators. Terrible stuff. iRacing, pull your finger out. Get some better camera angles. Gee whiz. At least with this one, you get a nice view of the whole circuit and the whole field. And here we go, green light racing here for the second time. The 54 does get the jump. Up the inside goes Bell, but here comes Chase Reinerson as well, just serving it straight back. A little bit of argy-bargy there in the mid-pack as well, but they all come sliding around 3 wide there at the moment. The one car of Chase Reinerson does take the lead finally with Khan Bell there in second. He's got Mason Rainey right on his tail here at the moment, looking for that inside run and getting the job done there as well. These two guys side by side at the moment. Can he square it up? No, it just seems that high line is the optimal one to go here at the moment. Look at the pace from Kane Bell now. At the moment, goes up the inside of Chase Reinerson. Does not get that job done with the switchback on offer there for the one car. Takes over the lead again. Back in the field, it's Rainey going around the outside there. He's on the inside, should I say. It's Blake Daniels in the 5 car, just flickering around, having a bit of a connection issue there, but it's not going to worry. Look at that big run there from Robert Rainey. Wasn't enough to get the job done. Slaps the wall as well on his way through, but Daniels just trying to find a way through there. He's got the 54 car in front, just maybe holding him up there a little bit, as well as these 3 guys battling tooth and nail here at the moment. You can see the 54 just going in a little bit too much of an angle there and taking all the momentum off. And here comes Daniels. He's finally got his nose in front. A little block pass as well. Gets that job done. Checks up the rest of the field. And Rainey has now got 54 just falling into his lap here at the moment. And I tell you what, the 54 of Khan Bell is absolutely struggling here at the moment to get some focus and to get his head on straight, because he's under constant attack here. Now Rainey sends it in shallow, leaves himself vulnerable there for the switchback, and the 54 gets that job done. 2 laps to go now, and it is Reinerson out there in front and doing it all his own way as well. Chase Reinerson, he's got a 1.5 second gap to Blake Daniels, who finally did get past the 54. But let's get out to the wide view, because 2 more turns are in the books here for Chase Reinerson, and he will take the checkered flag here in the second of the heats. Riley Palmeter in the chat says Bucky Buchanan running rough back there is at the back of the pack. Yeah, he is. He in the 67, 6th in the end. Let's check out the third of the heats here. The Kokomo Rig & Gum off the front with Lucas Hines in the 17, Sam Mars behind them with Tyler Worley, the championship leader, in the 69. We got Bennett in the 132 and Brian Keane in the 13. Couple of speedy customers here. Regan Gum has been on a bit of a purple patch of late as well. He's been going real good. Let's get some game sound, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear these cars in action. Sorry about that. Hello to all, and good evening, good morning, wherever you're watching from in the world. Sensational TV coming at you here with the dirt action. The DSTW, the Dick Slaps and Tallywhacks. It's a good name for a racing league, ladies and gentlemen. Certainly some highly skilled drivers in this group. Regan Gum in the 15. Outside him, Lucas Hines in the 17. Who's going to get the jump here? Pace car's off. We are ready for a start, and it's green light action, and it's Regan Gum just slamming it down into turn 1 and 2. But look at the 28. Big slide. Maybe that was just a little bit too much of a dive there. I don't think Regan Gum would be too happy about that. And Tyler Worley takes up the start or the lead of this race as well. Look at them all lining up on the inside. 4 wide there momentarily. Oh, and the 28 doing it again. Sam Mars, he's going to be not happy, or at least not popular with the other drivers if he keeps doing that kind of thing. Tyler Worley getting shuffled back to 3rd position now. Sam going inside to try and defend, but it's not going to be enough, because Lucas Hines with the outside run now just pops him straight into the fence, and there is carnage in the back. That's Brian Keane getting collected there from Sam Mars, who just stopped on the track. Sorry, it was Regan Gum. And they all go through. No cautions yet, because there's only 6 cars on the track. Tyler Worley out to the lead now through 3 and 4. He's got Lucas Hines behind them. Kendall Bennett in the 1-3-2, trailing in P3. Regan Gum out there just riding the wall, Rob Chastain style, in number 4 position. Sam Mars in the 28. Shuffled back, got taken out, but he was a little bit hasty there in the opening laps of this race. A couple of big sends in through the inside and contact with the other cars. He won't be a popular boy in the chat, I don't think. They call him Slammin' Sammy. Absolutely. Riley giving him plenty in the chat as well. 4 laps to go. Tyler Worley just out there in front, having it all his own way. And look at the angle on that car. Beautifully done. Has to get a little correction there on the exit of 2, but I don't think that's going to worry him. Lucas Hines up there in P2. Had a great run in this race as well. We saw him have a little bit of contact with Regan Gum as well in the opening stanza. But he'll take P2 and he will be happy about that. Kendall Bennett will be P3, Regan Gum P4, Slam and Sammy in P5. But here comes Tyler Worley on the final lap of this 3rd heat race here at the DSTW Racing League. Takes the checkered flag. Had a little bit to do in the early part of the race. I'll tell you what, once he got into the rhythm,
Well,
it was ta-ta and farewell as he walked away from the field.
Fucked me over.
He's looking good out there tonight, folks. The championship leader. Going to be a hell of a feature race once we get all these guys together. Speaking of which, the sun is setting over Kokomo. Is this the one? Is this the Beach Boys song? Is he talking about this joint? Ooh, I wanna take you. Something's pretty, mama. Don't know, I'm not a huge Beach Boys fan, but possibly. This could be the one. A little bit of a warm-up here before they get going in the first race. So we're going to take a quick break and a word from our sponsors. We'll be back very shortly.
Motto is that safe drivers are lifesavers. If your organisation shares this belief and are planning to improve driver education in your community, SDT Simulator Driver Training has the solution. Many of our simulator users are also gaining a revenue stream by taking their simulators to events and schools for driver education programs. The system can also be set up to run motorsport simulation. Many leading racing drivers are now using simulators to improve their skills. Such software can also be used to show drivers they are not as skilled as they think they are. SDT Simulator Driver Training is a division of Safe Drive Training, one of Asia Pacific's leading driver training providers. We offer affordable driving simulators that are assembled in our Brisbane head office. SDT simulators are now in use across Australia and are expanding into international markets due to their affordable price, unique features, and customization for driver training. Depending on the simulator model being purchased, you will receive a range of training resources to help you to facilitate quality driver education. SDT is the exclusive distributor of Fatal Vision alcohol impairment goggles, marijuana simulation goggles, and drowsy and distracted blinking goggles. All are used to demonstrate the dangers of such impairments on the driver. Also available are driver training posters, driving handbooks, and distracted driving resources. Our simulators make the perfect training tool for drivers to experience our various impairments. Contact Simulator Driver Training for more information.
And we're back now, folks. Let's go through the field here. Braden Watson, Chase Reinison off the front row. Worley lines up behind his championship nemesis there in third position. Dalton Lane in fourth. Blake Daniels and Lucas Hines off the next row. We got Dalton and Bell off the next one. Bennett and Watson off the next row. Then we've got Rainey and Gum off the sixth. Then behind them we've got Jacob Bland, Mason Rainey, Sam Mars, Salam and Sammy in 15th. And Andrew Wagner in 16th position. Ian Buchanan, that's Bucky, down there in 17th. And then we've got Brian Keane rounding out the field. It's going to be a good one. Thank you, nice ads. Yep, that is our main sponsor here at Sensational TV. Simulator Driver Training. So if you're ever in Australia and in the need... which you probably won't.
Got you, Will.
Fantastic. Boom Boom Brown in the chat. Not racing today, mate. That's a shame. Anyway. Excuse me. Just about ready for action here. 40 laps of Kokomo Raceway and the UMP modifieds coming right up. Watson in the 93. Watch out for the battle between him and Tyler Worley behind. It's going to be a absolute, well, hopefully not a crash fest, but we have seen a couple of little incidents there in the heat races. Now we've got all 18 cars out on track. Here we go. Let's go racing here for the first time in the feature race. And it's Watson out to an early lead. But look at the 69 now. Sliding up the inside. Trying to take that position off them. They will go side by side now for the lead. Watson on the outside. Wally trying to square off that or V off that corner there and get the exit though. I don't know if it's going to happen for him at the moment. You can see them all 2 by 2. Taking the high line is the way to go here at Kokomo. But you can see Wally just tiptoeing his way around the inside. Down the back they are battling hard as well. Lucas Hines around the outside there with Blake Daniels just doing it well just in front of him as well. He's in 4th position. Up the front though it's Watson and Wally still battling hard here. I think Watson just has his nose in front for the time being. I don't know if Wally wants to give it up yet and go for that high line. I think he's going to try and battle it out as well as he can up the inside, but you can see just Watson just eking that lead out to 10th by 10th here at the moment. So we'll come back to that battle in just a moment. As we go back through the field, that is Reinison there in 3rd position. Blake Daniels following him around that top cushion as well. And those guys are very close on track indeed. We've got Dalton Lane and Trent Dalton. A couple of Daltons doing it hard. Down the back there, though, they're 3 wide here at the moment. Look at these guys go. It's the 12 of... it's 21, sorry. No, it is the 12 of Rainy. Goodness me. My eyes are playing tricks on me. And now they're just doing a bit of Harry Potter stuff in and out of existence. The 1-3-2 around the outside. 42 up his inside. Oh, I'm almost a little bit of contact there as well. You can see Khan Bell just trying to stay clear of all this rubbish there, just sticking to the inside run. That's probably the way to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if we can get some sort of high view there. That's the way. We can see everything from this one. Here we go. The 54 is on the inside. That is Khan Bell. And look at the 1-3-2 and 4-2. Oh, they've just crashed each other into the fence. The 42. That might trigger a caution, ladies and gentlemen. It does. We get the first one of the night. First caution of the night, folks. Wasn't too bad. It was Mason Watson. Let's go and have a look at what happened. We caught it live, ladies and gentlemen. He's just had that arse end out. Got on the opposite side of the 1-3-2, looking for that higher line that wasn't even possible. There's a wall there. Mason Watson getting spat right out straight into it.
What's the word, Teddy?
Herb Bennett cannot drive, man. These guys are ruthless in the chat, I tell you what.
Racing deal, it kind of got a little looped off. And, I mean, you were there, but barely. It's really nothing.
It's loud out there.
Avoid that.
Watson takes over the lead. Wally doesn't want to go for that that inside run. I think he wants to be on the outside. He does. Takes it. P2 gets that position here, and you'll see all the trickery here. Braden Watson's got in the bank. He knows when to go, knows when to hold him, knows when to fold him. Mate, nothing stopping you, Jordan Patterson. Get that set up. Sell something if you need to. Get it back out there. The most fun you can have in your bedroom. Or second most fun you can have in your bedroom. 93 is cheating. I don't know about that. He does run the league, but here we go. Let's go racing again, ladies and gentlemen. After the first caution, we've got 30 laps to go, and it's Wally now looking for that inside run again. A little bit of a mistake there from Watson, so that will actually help him here with Wally looking for that block pass, but you can see Watson just sliding around that cushion around the outside. He's going to have to settle in to P2 now with Blake Daniels just on his heels as well. You can see down the field that is Dalton Lane just heading back out to the cushion as well. A few cars on the inside. That's the 2 of Trent Dalton. It's very confusing. We've got Dalton Lane and Trent Dalton both together in the namesake department and both together on the track as well. Fantastic stuff. Commentator's worst nightmare. Here goes Wally, though, looking up the inside, going a little bit wide there, and Braden Watson was ready for him on the switchback, and through he goes. I think, oh no, that's a big accident there from the 2 leaders. There goes Blake Daniels up through into P1. Will they resume their positions? Because I think the caution was called a little bit before that kerfuffle. Before that incident, should I say. Let's go back and have a look to see what caused that. That yellow flag. It looks like Regan Gum. Everyone's favourite in the chat. Here he is in the 15. Around the outside. Oh, just side by side door rubbing there. And around he goes.
That one's gonna be on Kendall. He got
That's all it takes, folks. It's 69.93. Like LeBron v. Curry. Basketball reference. Here's one for you. It could be a bit like Shane Warne versus Sachin Tendulkar. It's a very Australian reference. Welcome down under, everybody. My name is Chris Munro. In the chat, in the comms. Let's go racing again now. And it's the 93 looking on that outside line. Tyler Worley resuming the pinch down the bottom there as well. They go side by side. He's getting used to the lines down the bottom there, but now just has to give it up. And I think that's probably the wise idea because, tell you what, today Blake Daniels got plenty of pace. He's sliding right up there with the best of them. You can see the rest of the field 2 by 2 down the back. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dalton and Rainey now side by side. Oh, almost a little bit of contact with the wall there as well, but doing good things. Let's look at the front here. You can see the 14 in front of him. That's Dalton Lane. Oh, just clearing the fast approaching car. Here comes Slam and Sammy in the 28. We saw what he's capable of, and he does it again, just sliding up the inside. Has Robert Rainey all crossed up, has to get up the inside of him, and he does so. Great racing here from the boys, and keeping it mean and clean. Oh, there's the one car of Chase Reinerson just riding the outside wall, stunting his momentum, and he goes back into the lap of Slam and Sammy, who's doing his own impression of Chase Reinerson at the moment. Here he goes, and around he goes. Slam and Sammy. Looks like Regan Gum got caught up in that as well. There he is down the bottom. We're getting some good action here tonight. And doing it well. That was it was Watson again. That was Sam Mars. Let's go back and have a look at what happened there. You can see him just a bit too wide there. Oh, that camera angle really does suck. Around he goes. Oh, just battering off the outside wall there. 42 getting collected. As well as the 8. Down he goes. Caution, ladies and gentlemen. Rhino is a weapon. Can be.
I don't think you can kill somebody who gets the spot back, bub.
He was up there. He's quick in the quali and in the heats as well. He's making his way through the field. Let's get up the front though. Look at that. Camera angle's useless, isn't it? 93 again. He's got this race under control so far. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, Mason and Mason only line up outside this row. Well,
Wally just throwing everything at him, the kitchen sink included. And now it's Blake Daniels in the box seat behind there. Here we go. Oh, just a little bit of a fake there to go. Maybe just we can see that Watson technique of warming up those tyres. Flicks it out sideways. This is interesting. What's he doing here? He's just building himself a little lead. Wally's looking to try something else here, I think. We're about to go green light racing one more time, folks. 20 odd laps to go. Who's going to take it? 69.93. Curry Lee v LeBron. Here we go. Green light racing. Go, go, go. The 93 does get the jump. And Wally's right there as well. They resume battle again through 1 and 2. It is Watson just with the jump here at the moment. But Wally just being very cautious as well. Beautiful driving by the 69 and the 93. They've only ever come together once, and we saw that just a few laps ago. There's carnage in the background. Oh, no. All the cars involved there. Oh, gee whiz. We're going to have to try and find a replay of that one because it was quite the crash. Actually, that's happened after the caution came. Caution came before that all went off. How did that happen? All right. Let's see if this is the one. Gum involved. Here he is in the 15, up the inside there of Slam and Sammy, who's just disappearing off the track. Oh my God. Just joined the party late. The accident had already happened.
We're gonna need a clear blacks for a chase.
The rookie is Bucky. Bucky Buchanan up the back there. Not the greatest of nights for him, but as you said, a rookie, so he's got plenty of experience to happen to him. And he will be better for the run. They take over control again of this field. The pace car setting the pace, doing what it does best. Kendall blow his engine. Where is he? On the... No, he's still out there. Engine's good. Here we go. Speaking of engines, let's go racing again. Braden Worley out the front there with the 69 in tow. Gets an actual much better start this time. Caught Worley napping just a little bit as well, so that'll be him out in front. Worley in the 69 will slide in to P2. He's got that pretty much covered here. Blake Daniels as well, just touching the wall there as well around, where are we, 1 and 2. It is number 1, Chase Reinerson. Rhino up there doing what he does best, just charging in the Savannah. Look at him going 5 wide behind there. That's Mason Watson made his way up. Oh, we got another caution. What's happened here?
Come on.
I didn't see anything that happened then. Oh, there is a car travelling slowly at the back. Brian Keane. No, it's Bucky. Where is he? The 67 there. Give us a camera angle. What's he done? Kamagata here somewhere. Oh, he's hit the... Oh, no. Yep. Can't go too shallow, folks. Because those tyres... Immovable objects. When do we start throwing black flags? Well, got to talk to the stewards out there.
Not even like they're I never even think.
I don't know if anyone deserves a black flag yet. We haven't seen anything too untoward.
Yes.
Just good old rubbing and racing. It's what we get out here in the dirt, folks. Hard to control these cars at the best of times when you've got, 17 other guys all doing the same thing sideways, full throttle.
Didn't pay the money, get him out of here.
It's amazing they can get around any laps, to be fair. They do a great job out there. Do the DS and TW crew. Who can get the jump this time? It looks like Daniels has overtaken Worley in the standings position, so the 93 takes over the lead as well. Now it's the 5 and the 69 side by side here for P2. They go racing once again into turn 3 and 4. It's Daniels on the high line, just making contact with the wall there as well. The 93, have we got another caution? 6th caution as well. Didn't even make it around a full lap, folks.
Want to go?
We started the race so well. We had a bunch of...
He didn't pay the money.
We had a bunch of green light racing. Just didn't make it through to the end of the race. Now we've got five cautions all in a row. Fabian Fitness in the chat. Says good morning, boys. Say good morning to you. It's a bit earlier in the day for you over in Western Australia. In Perth, one of the most remote capital cities in the world, if not the most. But let's go racing again. Watson in the lead, and Worley just slides straight up and around. Blake Daniels there for P2. So Blake Daniels just caught napping there again. But back there, it's Robert Rainey around the outside there as well. You can see them going 3 wide just in between. And we've got another caution and a car on its roof. Who's that? It's Lucas Hines. Little helping hand there as well from Slam and Sammy. Who says he's reckless out there? That's nice, nice consideration there from the 28. Just flipping the 17 back over.
Lucas just
onto the 4 rubber bits.
Somebody and hit the tire and just spun on around.
Let's have a look what happened.
Can we go one?
It's a fair bit of crashing there before this green light. Yellow flag. All right, it was Brian Keane. Let's go and have a look. No, this was before. Must have been Wagner. Go back. Nope. No, we'll never know. We'll never know, folks. Get back to the racing action because it is... Looks like with green light. Oh no, where's the... Why is that still there? There we go. Just didn't go. Here we go with green light racing again. Watson out in front, riding that cushion as well. In the background, there's a massive accident there. That's Ian Buchanan. No, another caution. It's, the expectation, folks. You never know what's going to happen out there. And one caution brings another. And in this case, it's just one after the other. These guys, let's see, it's looks like Slam and Sammy's had an issue. This was the one previous. Oh no. Oh, that's the one. 42.
Didn't check up.
Out of the race.
Spun everybody around.
8th caution, folks. Not long to go in this race, but we're getting there slowly. Get your predictions in. Call the race. Michael Bennett. Yeah, well, I'll try and, mate.
11. Or, sorry. 8.
Let's go up the front. Braden Watson, Tyler Worley. Again, after this restart, who's going to get it? It's the final trip to the line. Here we go. The 93 goes and goes. It's 69 sliding up the inside there with the one of Chase Reinerson now taking over from where Blake Daniels was. Little bit of trouble for Daniels as he goes back into the field too and just bumping along the outside wall. That's not going to hurt him or not going to help him at all. It's hurting him, in fact. Here goes the 132 up the inside. 14 there as well. Poised to strike. But back here it's Daddy in the middle and he slides up. Oh, there's a big accident there. The 69, that's Tyler Worley around the championship leader. Oh my goodness, that is big action here, folks. Holy moly, that we did not expect to see. He's such a skilled driver, folks, and poor old Tyler Worley is back in the field. Big crash for him. See if we can go back and find what happened to Tyler Worley there. Tyler Worley crashed. Mason Watson crashed. It could be this one. Let's have a look. All right, oh no, he's just clipped that outside barrier there. Around he goes. Oh no, the one Reinerson's into it, and it's just an absolute free-for-all. Boys are at each other's necks tonight. I can't imagine what's going on in the voice chat.
I gotta pass the pace car.
I wouldn't want to be in there, folks. A fly on the wall, perhaps. That'd probably be the better of the options.
Double up where you're supposed to be.
Give the 132 Herb the front row. Yeah, I reckon. He's not far off. He's on the second row there. Blake Daniels on his outside. Reinerson now gets his shot at the big dog, Braden Watson. Oh, are you racing? No, Reinerson's just... oh, look. What's happening here? No, it's Tyler Worley getting his lap back, so he will go around the field. Start at the back. We're waiting for the pace truck. There he goes through. Now we can continue. Mellow Ninja in the chat says, "Wish I was any good on the dirt." It's tough. It's certainly a different technique. We're racing again, and Watson, we're right out there in front, caught the whole field napping. Reinerson slots into second position as well. Bennett up there in third. Boom Boom Bennett? No, it's Boom Boom Brown. He's not even in the race. Rainey there in fourth position, just splitting in and out of existence. The 42 behind him, that's Mason Watson Sr. up there in P5, doing a great job. Blake Daniels around the outside too, riding that outside cushion really nicely indeed. Gets the jump there. It looks like we got another caution, folks. The timing tower going absolutely mental. I don't know who's where at the moment. I assume the 93's in front. Let's go to him. Oh, my goodness. Herb Bennett is the youngest driver in the field. Okay, there we go. A little little bit of trivia there for the folks playing at home. Old Bennett is the junior out there. He's got all these old heads. He's got to show them how to do it. Come on, Herb. Let's go. Let's get behind the 132, folks. Here we go, racing again, and geez, I'll tell you what, Watson has got these restarts absolutely stitched up here at the moment. Here goes Bennett up the inside here of Watson. They're going to go side by side. Watson riding the high line and doing it nicely too. Here comes Blake Daniels too. He's on the outside of the 132, just following every single move of Chase Reinerson. Doesn't want another yellow flag, but gets one. Here we go, folks, into the 10th caution here of the race. Jordan Patterson, sorry, Jordan Peterson. I could take an hour nap, come back, and we'd still be racing. There'd still be laps remaining. You're right. It's that old saying that the safety car brings safety cars. It's you get one caution that lines them all up nice and close to each other. And then the eyes open up and they go, oh, you know what? I reckon I can make up a couple of positions here off the restart. They send it, end up facing the wrong way and go, oh, we got another caution. There's a car on its roof there. Looks like Slam and Sambo.
And rigging gum.
Oh, no, it's a 15. Regan. He's going to get a little bit of helping hand there from Mason. Trying. Will he have another go at it? He does. This is great stuff. You got a friend in me. Nah, he's given up. Poor old Gums on the roof. There's nothing that can. No one's going to help him now.
Yes, it is still double.
Let's get up to the front of the field because we're about to go racing again. I think Gums going to get left behind there. He might have to get towed back to the pit lane. How many laps have we got? The 15 has just been instructed, I believe, just to stay there, because we're close to the end of this race.
Thank you.
Yellow flag conditions. Robert Rainey swerving in the background. He's ready to go. Daddy's always ready to go. Here we go, folks. Get ready. This could be the push, the final push to the line. Tyler Worley back there in 7th position as we go racing. Oh, nope. Just spreading the field out a little bit is Watson. He's got control of this field. And over the last few restarts, caught them all napping away. He goes straight out to the lead. Chase Reinerson in the 2nd position. Look at Blake Daniels, though, with a great restart now. He slides up into P3, sliding in and out of existence as well with connection issues there. With the 1-3-2, that's Bennett up the inside line, and they go 3 wide here. Chase Reinerson on the very outside, and Blake Daniels just trading paint there into 3 and 4. It's beautiful racing from both of these guys. Oh, a little bit of contact on the exit, but that will be Daniels up into P2. Beautiful stuff there from him. Reinerson just trying to gather it up here at the moment. Oh, contact. There goes, that's Rainey around. Or Bennett, no, it's Rainey. Oh, no, and that's caused an absolute pile-up here. 5 laps to go. Oh, that was a big one. Pace car comes back out. Oh, let's see if we can go back in time. Have a look at that one, because that was quite a crash, folks. Where's the green? Oh, it's just not here. Very hard to work this replay system, folks. Anyway, we've got 5 laps to go. Braden Watson controlling the field again. Daniels. This will be a nice swing in the championship standings as well. You can see Worley down there in 6th position. Only got 5 laps to make up as many Aussies as possible. I expect him to do so as well. He's a very talented driver in the 69 car. He'll get through there, but the gap will
That's
fall
crazy.
in the lap of Braden Watson. Anyway, he will kick
Get off
ahead
my dick.
in the championship standings. Here we go, racing, folks. Green light, and it's Watson straight out to the lead. Chase Reinerson looking good in the middle there, but just loses out on the entry. That's Tyler Worley. Look at that, sliding up straight up into P3. What a beautiful start from him. He's got Blake Daniels on his outside now, just tiptoeing around on the that middle line, just maybe 1 or 2 car widths off the top. That's beautiful stuff. Great start from Worley. Jeez, he's great out there as well. He's going to give Blake Daniels something to think about and sort of take out some of that advantage from Blake Watson. Braden Watson's lead. What am I saying? There's cars together at the back there. Maybe a caution, maybe not. Oh, there is. There's a car in the wall. That was a Wagner, and around goes Kane Bell, actually. Mason Watson it was in the 42. It's a final lap, folks. No cautions here. It's Braden Watson rounding 3 and 4 now. We'll take the checkered flag. Blake Daniels takes P2. Tyler Worley takes P3. Oh, what a race. We got there in the end, folks. Trent Dalton not happy. Oh, boy. Yeah, these guys don't hold back in the old dirt racing department. Some of the racers up there in the chat too, giving it plenty. Miller Ninja says that low line looks pretty tough. It does. It's flat as, and it's a real tight turn as well. So I think there was, to answer Trent Dalton's question in the chat, I think there was 11 cautions in the end, but that's okay. I think the record we've got so far is 13. That was in week 1. Was in week 1. So, yeah, 13 is the total to beat. The guys are doing their best out there tonight. 11 this time around. But I tell you what, that is the first one. Braden Watson takes the chockies here in the first of the feature races. Daniels and Worley take P2 and 3. But it's time that we took a break now, folks, because we are swapping over and jumping on the Concorde jet plane. And we are off to Knoxville Speedway in the Crate Late models. So we're going to be taking just a small break here. We'll get you up a couple of ads, a couple of words from our sponsors here at Sensational TV. My name is Chris Munro, calling all the action tonight. We're going to be back, hopefully not too long, and we'll be back with the rest of the evening.
forms and expertise in getting the best gear. Sensational TV has proudly partnered up with Speed Nation. It is New Zealand's go-to destination for high-performance sim gear. They also stock the best and biggest brands in the game, from Thrustmaster, Moser Racing, Next Level Racing, Sparko, Turtle Beach, and more. And whether you're looking for the ultra-responsive racing wheels or pro-grade flight controls, immersive audio, or rock-solid cockpits, I'll tell you what, Speed Nation has got it all. They also carry other trusted names like Butt Kicker, PT Actuators, Wheel Stand Pros, Gen Ace, Spectrum in the remote control field, and also Collective Mind. So every step and part of your setup is covered, from complete racing rigs and premium flight packs. We here at Sensational TV back in Speed Nation to deliver the gear that takes your experience to the next level. Fast shipping, trusted brands, unbeatable quality, and I'll tell you what, Speed Nation has it all. And as an excellent gift for all of our viewers tonight and members out there of Sensational TV, and if you're trying to get into racing, go to the checkout, buy some stuff off Speed Nation, because if you buy any full price product on the website, enter the code SIMSATIONAL, that is SIMSATIONAL. Oh my God, I can't even speak. And you will get a 10% discount. Price. So go in there.
10%? 10% did you say, Zach? Alrighty, folks, we're back now for the second half of the evening here at Knoxville Raceway in the Crate Late Models. Half a mile in length, so we've got a little bit more room to play with in these top-fueled, high-powered machines. You can see on your screen the track's a little bit wider than the last one, and the turns are a little bit gentler as well. In the old gravity department as well, there's not much of a banking, so we're going to see some pretty even racing, whether you're taking that high or low line, I believe. So I reckon we're going to see 5 or 6 wide at some stage through this this next event. Hopefully so. That's what we sign up for, isn't it, folks? 89 degrees Fahrenheit, hot day out there, same amount of humidity as last time, 45%, partly cloudy, a slight breeze as well. It's going to be an absolute ripper. Let's get down there and see what sort of times these guys are doing. A 17.6 for Tyler Worley in front at the moment. Only 100th behind is Dalton Lane. Here he is there in the 6 car. And we've got Wagner in the number 1. These guys doing their last minute preparation here in the warm-up, in the practice, and we're going to get straight into qualifying. It's a 2-lap lone qualifying event. So, 35 seconds worth of qualifying for each driver coming straight up. think they're all just out there at the moment trying to work out, well, where is the best line to find that that one lap pace. And then they also are probably looking at what sort of switchback, what sort of low line, input coverage do they need? Because you want to be using your markers, folks. You turn in markers, you get back on the power. Brakes if you need them, probably not. I think it's a matter of just slide it in and have a good old time. Looks like a hell of a lot of fun though, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go on board with Blake Daniels. You can see out the front window there, just sideways, just looking at the inside fence the whole time. Focus on that inside. You could probably use it as a bit of a marker as to how wide you're going. It's Dalton Lane in the 6 just crossing across the view. He might get another look at him here. No, he's dipped out of that one. Here he comes. Oh, nicely done, Blake Daniels. Here's Kendall Bennett.
You can roll it whenever.
Youngest competitor in the field tonight. I know they start him young in these iRacing series. I tell you what, he's probably 8 years old or something. I don't actually know how old he is. He's probably 8. Although I had my 7-year-old daughter on the sim last night, and she absolutely loved it. You should never do that, folks, if you've got a racing sim at home. Don't let your kids use it, because that'll be the last time you get to use it. Constantly nagging, Daddy, can I play the racing game? And I say, nope, absolutely not. That's Daddy's toy. Let's have a look at Braden Watson. He's out there in that unmistakable paint job. Whether he's done that on purpose or not, you cannot miss it. Here he goes now. Let's ride on board with his qualifying laps. Here he is through 1 and 2 at the moment. You can see just trying to sit the rear wheels on the cushion. That seems to be the go. He starts in actually, oh no, that line's probably not the one through 3 and 4. The massive big hump there on the inside run. So all the drivers got to be very careful of that one throughout the race, because you can see just how it spat him out onto that outside line again. This time he's going to be a little bit more cautious, take that middle line through, more traditionally done around this circuit. Keep those rear wheels on that cushion, I think, to give yourself a little bit more traction. But you can see there's a middle line there forming as well through this clay circuit. He's still off the pace though. Dalton setting the pace earlier, an 18 dead. We saw these guys doing, I think it was Tyler Worley with a 17.6 during the practice session. So expect these times to tumble. Braden Watson does not go any better. Slam and Sammy puts it on pole so far with an 18.6. He's in the 16 car. Look at him riding that outside fence. That might be the go here, folks. Watson falling down the order. Although qualifying not super important. Does sort out. There are points on offer. But I think it's more getting that job done in the heat race to get yourself near the front for the feature. Although I think overtaking might just be a little bit easier on this circuit than it was at Kokomo earlier on. That seemed like a tough one. The tighter the circuit usually is, just makes it harder to overtake. Makes the racing better, the action better. Also brings on a few more cautions as well, so we saw plenty of those. Slam and Sammy still up the top here at the moment in the 16, joined on the front row by Hines. Dalton up there in third, Reinerson in fourth. Senior Watson in fifth. Outdoing the younger version there as well. We have not seen Tyler Worley set a lap yet. He has. He's down there in ninth position. So, tell you what, the two big guns getting out qualified here at the moment by just about half the field. Brian Keane, the last man out on circuit here, the 13 car. He finds that bump on the exit of turn 3 or turn 4. Now we're ready for some heat racing action, folks. And I am keen as Brian. Ha, ha, ha. We're almost ready to grid up, folks. It's just waiting on Jacob Bland. I think he's finished his qualifying as well. He has. Slam and Sammy, the fastest man out there at the moment. Could be interesting.
You can roll it, Willie.
Where are we all tuning in from, ladies and gentlemen? And if you haven't already, hop over to the YouTube channel and give us a like and a subscribe. Tick the bell if you want to know when we're live. Helps us in the long run. So do yourselves a favour. I know most of you are watching on Facebook, but jump over to the YouTube and give us a love. Give us some love over there. Helps us bring our racing series and yours to more eyes out there. Robert Rainey will start off the front with Braden Watson outside of him. Chase Reinerson and Slam and Sammy off the second row. Then we've got Bennett and Bucky off the third. So that'll be interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how these guys go racing here in the first of the heat. First of the heat races this evening for the Crate Late Models here at Knoxville Speedway. It's time to knock off that music because it's all serious fun. Fun and games are out the window, folks. We're playing for sheep stations, and Daddy does lead the charge here in the 12 car. That is Robert Rainey for all y'all playing at home. Get your predictions in. Who's going to win these sprint races? Who's going to win these heats? Who's going to win the feature? And who's going to lead in the points overall? We're going to get our first look at the championship, or the new championship later. Braden Watson in the 93, and see how he goes in race trim around here. He's pretty good around other cars. He's very good off the restart. He's getting right close to Daddy as well. Just saying, mate, you can't just punch the rear out here because you're going to hit my car and damage your own. Although these cars can take an absolute beating from what I've seen. You can throw them into the wall. They'll go forever. Made of American steel. Cannot be bent at all. Here we go, folks. I reckon one more round. Here we go. Pace car is off, and we are about to go green light racing. Robert Rainey controls the field. We are green, 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 and Rainey leads into turn one. Watson in second position. 25 of Chase Reinerson just chasing both of those guys through. Slam and Sammy looking up the inside here. Hits that bump as we saw in the pre-game show. Got absolutely airborne there and sends back into fourth position. Now he's under heaps of pressure here from Kendall Bennett. But up the front, it's on between Watson and Rainey. Rainey looking for that middle line here, and Watson just sending it around the outside. Beautiful line from him. Chase Reinerson, though, nowhere to go. He's kind of boxed in here at the moment with the 12 on the inside run. They both take the high line, and now it's Watson with the momentum. But I'll tell you what, Chase Reinerson takes that P2, and now he's got his sights set on the lead of this race. It's Watson now, looking a little bit tardy, though. We saw in previous rounds where he'd just walk away from this kind of position, but now it's the Rhino who's got the horn right up and takes that inside run. The switchback's on the 93, gets that position back, but this is great racing from both of these guys. He's going to look for it, but it's Watson that just covers off that inside run there and keeps Chase Reinerson thinking. Now back here, it's Slam and Sammy in the 16, up the inside of the 12, hits that bump again, sends him right out sideways, actually crashing into the wall, so that won't help his pace at all. But at the front, I'll tell you what, Rhino has giving him the horn up front and right up the arse end of that 93 car. 6 laps to go here, folks, at Knoxville Speedway, and it's Braden Watson now just trying to eke out a little bit of a lead here on Reinerson, but Reinerson not letting go. They're both taking different lines. You can see on board here, just getting an absolute faceful of backwash there from the 93. You can see the differing lines. They're just a little bit wider on entry or on exit there for Braden Watson, and that will give Reinerson a nice run down into turn 3 and 4. You can see from Robert Rainey's view, he's just been sort of cast off the back, but the battle here is at the front of the field. You can see out the back of Braden Watson's car, that is Chase Reinerson, giving him plenty as well in the 25, doing a great job out there as well. You can see both just controlling the efforts here, nothing too silly to be had here in the heat races. You don't really want to end up at the back of the feature race. So it's all calm stations now. Braden Watson just slowly starting to turn the screws here on the 25 car of Chase Reinerson. 2 laps to go. Once they pass the flag, that'll be the final one, ladies and gentlemen. Here they go. This is white flag racing now. Final lap to go. The 93 controls the pace. It's Chase Reinerson setting Chase more than the namesake is, but is not going to get there. It's going to be Braden Watson taking the checkered flag this time out in the first of the heats. Reinerson P2, Daddy in P3. Then we've got the Slam and Sambo there in P4 in the 16. Poor old Bennett's Kamagutsa there in the 132, and Bucky Buchanan is picking up where he left off in the UMPs at the very back. Ready for racing now in the second of the heats here at Knoxville Speedway. Dalton Lane off the front with Jacob Bland. Then we got Senior Watson and Lucas Hines off the second. Then we got Brian Keane and Khan Bell off the back. The chat's calmed down just a little bit. It looks like the boys have, been told. Keep your P's and Q's and F's and Q's and all that to yourselves. I don't know. Let it all out, I say. Let us know how you're feeling there in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Who's going to win this one? Dalton Lane, Hines, Watson, Bell, Keane? Could be any of them. They're pacing behind the iRacing pace truck here at the moment. 10 laps to go here. The longer circuit, longer racing. It's what we want here, folks. That's where the action is here at Sensational TV. There's Dalton Lane in the 6. He was pretty pacey in practice, so expect him just to walk away from this field. But we're going to find out exactly how this will play out in just a moment. The pace truck will be coming in this lap. Halfway around the circuit now. Mason in the 42. Just giving Dalton Lane a bit of a hurry up there. And it looks like we are green in the second of the heats. But I'll tell you what, the 14 of Jacob Bland was ready for it. He was right there and now just making contact with Mason Watson too. And that brings Jacob Bland right into this, it's the 17 of Lucas Hines right into this race. He looks up the inside and they go too wide just momentarily with the 14 just shuffling back. He's gone from second right back to fourth. Could be fifth here in a moment with the 54 of Khan Bell sliding up his inside as well. This is a great little battle here at the back of the circuit. You can see the 14 on the outside of the 42. That's Mason Watson sliding a little bit wide there and probably wasn't expecting him to go that wide. Was the 14. Ducks back on the inside and gets that position back. Now it's Lucas Hines looking good in P2, but he's under attack by all three of these guys here at the moment. Just needs to maybe just keep his hat on and head on straight. Sit those rear tyres in the cushion, which he does. Gets that superior momentum around that top line, and now he goes off, setting off for the chase down of Dalton Lane, who is right out in front here at the moment. Nothing to worry about for him. Here comes Mason Watson launching an attack through the jump there at turn 3. Goes right out sideways and wide, and Lucas Hines takes advantage up the inside run. Now it's a matter of just timing your run here when you're going to try and do that up that inside switch. Very close to the outside fence again. Mason Watson all over the track here, looking for a way past is Watson here, but the 17 is defending nicely. Looks up the inside now. Big jump off that hump out of turn 2. Sorry, that is Side by side now, Watson now has the advantage of that inside run, gets right up, almost airborne, and certainly was airborne, was Hines out there, gets shuffled off into the outside barrier, but now they're 3 wide, 42, 14 and 17 all together on the track. 42 has just kicked clear. That's beautiful stuff from him. He was right in that fight there with Hines. Maybe a little bit of rubbing and racing there as well. Who knows if the stewards will be involved in that one as well. But the 17 looking pretty handy here, looking up the inside of the 14. It goes just a little bit wide on the turn 2 exit. And that'll allow Hines to slide up the inside, but the switchback's on. 14 goes back underneath and takes that lower line as the coming up on the final lap of the race. Dalton Lane still controls the field. Mason Watson Sr. there in second position with 14 of Jacob Bland, who've seen him go up and down this field like an absolute yo-yo tonight. Started in P2, was down as bad as P5, and now he's made his way back up to P3. But here we go. It's Dalton Lane has the lead of this race on the white flag lap. He comes around 3 and 4 for the final time here in Heat 2, and he will take the checkered flag here in Heat 2. It's going to be a drag race to the line. Mason Watson gets there in P2, and Jacob Bland takes P3 in the 14. Lucas Hines in P4, Cam Bell in the 54, and Brian Keane rounding out the field. Bradley Cairns in the chat says, every time I watch this league, I think I will try this. Then he can't complete a lap and realises that the racing on here is insane. Really is. Takes a whole different set of techniques to slide these cars around at any kind of pace. Let's have a look at the third of the heats tonight. We got Andrew Wagner and Tyler Worley up there in the front row. Regan Gum, Trent Dalton behind them, and Blake Daniels and Mason Rainey off the third row. We'll get our first look at Worley this time in the late models. His championship nemesis in the 93, Watson taking out the win
Billy Cody, do something.
in the first of the heats. Can he do it as well?
You're about to get.
He wants to do it in a pacey fashion so he can get up there off the front row. Oh, geez, that's a bit cheeky there from the 10. Absolutely caning the one of Wagner. And back he goes. That's interesting stuff there on the formation lap. But I think we're just about ready to go green light racing. They're going to try and get their way back. It's the number 1 of Wagner. Goes back to P1. Regan Gum, I reckon, has just been booted from the server for doing that. Can't be doing that, mate. Here we go. The pace truck is off, and we are green, green, green in the third of the heats tonight. And Tyler Worley just looking up the inside of Wagner here at the moment. Blake Daniels in there in third position, and they are very tight on track. They go high, or they go low here on the second lap. It is the one of Wagner going right out wide, but that lets Tyler Worley through, and he takes over the lead here in with 9 laps to go. It's the one of excuse me, of Andrew Wagner sliding it out. He's got his hands full here because Blake Daniels, a speedy customer on his day, and he's angled that car to try and get advantage of the exit here out of 3 and 4, and he does so. Makes a little bit of contact with the 2 car. That's Trent Dalton, and now that's a little mistake there from the 1, and that's let Blake Daniels through with a little bit of contact, mind you, on the way through, but I think that's all proud and fair racing here in the dirt world. Here comes the 2, and they're going tandem side by side, Tokyo Drift style. It's the 2 of Trent Dalton now getting around the 1, and tell you what, Wagner's going backwards at an absolute rate of knots. However, right out the front is Tyler Worley, and he's got this race pretty much sewed up here at the moment. He's got Blake Daniels in tow, who I can tell you what, of anyone in this field, probably is the one to give it to him here in the pace stakes. So he'll be trying to chop that lead down, but 6 laps to go. It's a tall order indeed. 2 of Dalton is now just clear of Wagner, who has gone backwards at a rate of knots. Rainey down there in the 49, and Regan Gum has been kicked from the server for the antics before the pace car went out. Fair enough, ladies and gentlemen. He's, I don't know, he's had an absolute brain fart there anyway, but you can't be doing that. Wally is in the lead of this race, got a fair gap to the 5 of Daniels, 7/10 behind. There is Dalton in the 2. See Blake Daniels flickering in and out of existence. A little bit of a rub there on the outside wall for Dalton, but that's not going to hurt his chances. Wagner riding the high line as well, but just losing touch with those front 3. Rainey as well, just hasn't had the pace yet in the 49 car. Just needs to let that car come to him and be one with the car. You know, Karate Kid, Mr. Miyagi style, and Regan Gum is out of this race. Don't forget about that. But I'll tell you what, in the meantime, Wally has given up a little bit of the ghost to Daniels, who's made his way up behind him now and is almost in a position to maybe be able to just try a little move up the inside here, possibly. Turn 3 and 4 might be the go, but I'll tell you what, Wally was trying to half cover him there as well, going in shallow into 1 and 2. This time taking that high line and letting Daniels right up beside him here. This is interesting racing here with 2 to go. You can see now Daniels with the, actually there's 1 to go here, and Daniels now tries to send, brings up almost side by side there for just a second, but Wally was just having the momentum around the top of the circuit. Here we go, folks, on the final lap now as we come to the checkered flag. Wally takes it, and Daniels will take P2. Trent Dalton in P3. Wagner P4, and Rainey gets a free kick down there in P5. Regan Gum out, and we may not see him again for the rest of the evening. And that is the 3 heat races done, folks. We are getting ready here. I'm going to pop off down to the rib shack to get myself a nice baby back ribs. Oh yeah, a bit of barbecue sauce. And in the meantime, we've got just a short warm-up here before we get going on the feature race of the evening. That's 40 laps around this beautiful Knoxville circuit. Until then, we're going to have a few words from our sponsors, and we'll be back in just a moment for the feature race.
Forms and expertise in getting the best gear. Sensational TV has proudly partnered up with Speed Nation. It is New Zealand's go-to destination for high-performance sim gear. They also stock the best and biggest brands in the game, from Thrustmaster, Moser Racing, Next Level Racing, Sparko, Turtle Beach, and more. And whether you're looking for the ultra-responsive racing wheels or pro-grade flight controls, immersive audio, or rock-solid cockpits, I'll tell you what, Speed Nation has got it all. They also carry other trusted names like Butt Kicker, PT Actuators, Wheel Stand Pros, Gen Ace, Spectrum in the remote control field, and also Collective Mind. So every step and part of your setup is covered, from complete racing rigs and premium flight packs. We here at Sensational TV, back in Speed Nation, to deliver the gear that takes your experience to the next level. Fast shipping, trusted brands, unbeatable quality, and I'll tell you what, Speed Nation has it all. And as an excellent gift for all of our viewers tonight and members out there of Sensational TV, and if you're trying to get into racing, go to the checkout, buy some stuff off Speed Nation, because if you buy any full-price product on the website, enter the code SIMSATIONAL, that is SIMSATIONAL. Oh my God, I can't even speak. And you will get a 10% discount off your end cart price. So go in there.
10%? 10% did you say, Zachary?
I did say 10%, mate. I did not say 5. I did not say 4. I said 10.
Wow. Alrighty, race fans. I've scoffed down my ribs and I'm ready for some racing action. Watson and Lane are off the front row. Worley again behind his nemesis there off row 2. Chase Reinison outside of him. Mason Watson, Blake Daniels off the third row. Then we've got Rainey and Belan off the next one. Then we've got Trent Dalton, Sam Mars off the fourth row with Lucas Hines and Andrew Wagner off the sixth. Then we've got Bennett and Bell, Rainey and Bucky. And Brian Keane rounds out the field. No rigging gum tonight. He's been sidelined with the red card. Black flag, whatever you want to call it. He's out. We got 40 laps of action coming right up tonight, ladies and gentlemen. This will be a great wide open wreckfest. Somebody is leaving the ballpark tonight. Book it now, says Boom Boom Brown in the chat. He's calling it. I reckon it'll be less carnage here because of the wide open space. Got a little bit more room to work with, perhaps, and a few racing lines all viable here at Knoxville Raceway. So I think we might be in store for a better showing. We've got a 13 caution world record to beat. I don't know if we'll beat it tonight. Hopefully not. I reckon we'll get green for maybe the first 15 laps, let's say that. But here comes the pace car. The cars are all lining up, and we are green light racing now, and it's Braden Watson taking control with Worley just straight up there into P2. These two guys just do not let go of each other, I tell you what. And there is Dalton Lane there in P3. Chase Reinison sliding up on his inside too. And they go side by side now through turn 4. It's Reinison right up on his rear quarter panel here, just has to try and consolidate. Almost makes contact with the 66. There is something going on there with smoke flying out of somewhere in the midfield there. I could not quite see someone barbecuing perhaps in the middle of the field. So there's Reinison, makes that move on Dalton Lane, gets that to stick. He goes up into P3. Dalton Lane chasing down behind there, trying to get that to happen. But the 42 of Mason Watson is there. Blake Daniels on his behind too, making some headway here, and these guys keeping it nice and mean and clean. Here goes the 14 of Bland up the inside too. He's doing a nice job there on Slam and Sammy, who's on his outside. Two guys going absolutely side by side here at the moment. There's fireworks going off in the middle of this racetrack, which is what I was seeing through there just earlier on. So that's fantastic iRacing. Beautiful stuff there. Dalton Lane is in P4. We got Mason Watson who's making and charge at him here at the moment. They're going to go side by side, and actually Watson just sweeps around the outside there into turn 3 and getting that job done. I think maybe Dalton Lane just having a bit of a problem here because Blake Daniels has also taken that position off him. Something's happened to Dalton Lane here. Travelling slowly. Perhaps some sort of interference there in the real world. Maybe the pizza delivery man knocking at the door and him yelling out. But, just sliding in front there. And Blake Daniels making contact with the rear end of the 6. But they go racing once more. And up the front, let's take a check. It is Worley who's taken over control there of Braden Watson. Takes P1. Watson down there into P2. We missed it with all the kerfuffling going on in the background. In the meantime, Chase Reinison there in P3. Then we've got Watson. And Lane is just holding off Daniels for the time being. How long he can do so for, I'm not too sure. Let's ride on board with Daniels because he's got the best seat in the house here. He's looking at the back of Dalton Lane, probably just studying his lines, probably taking notes in his little black book about where he's going to get the job done. And where is he now? Just into turn 1 and 2. You can see, poor old Lane just popping in and out there with the connection issue. It's hard to keep you focused when that sort of thing's going on. But here goes Slam and Sammy up the inside of Robert Rainey here as well. And they're going to go maybe a little bit of a switchback manoeuvre for the 12. Gets that job done on the low line. That's really good stuff. And the 17 of Lucas Hines doing the same thing on Bland in 14, but not going to happen for him this time as Bland gets the switchback done. And so does Slam and Sammy actually as well. Both of these cars doing a bit of leapfrog action here at the back. It's beautiful stuff to see. But up the front, it is still Tyler Worley in front. It looks like Robert Rainey and Slambo Sammy are side by side. Slambo has the better of it, going around that top line now as well, riding that cushion really nicely there in the Crate Late model. These cars are really nice to look at when they are absolutely in full flight. There's the 17 now, just travelling slowly, and it looks like Rainey will take that position as well. Thank you very much for the rabbits, he says. Up front, though, it's Mason Watson now, who is all up in... it's Blake Daniels is all up in Mason Watson's grill here at the moment. They go side by side through 1 and 2 now, and I'll tell you what, it looks like Blake Daniels is all over him here at the moment. Just needs one small mistake from Watson, as we've seen in the races previous. He is prone to a little mistake here and there, and when he does, I'll tell you what, Blake Daniels will be all over that like a fat woman on a cupcake. I'll tell you what. Now in the back here, we've got Dalton Lane with Slambo Sammy, who's on an absolute charge here at the moment. He's left who was it? Lucas Hines and Robert Rainey for absolute dead here, so he's finding plenty of pace. Now they're going too wide. It's Dalton Lane just getting a little hurry up there from Slambo as well, but now it's Rainey who, it's Daniels who makes that move on Watson, who just didn't even make half a mistake there, makes a full one on the exit of turn 3, and that is going to leave him vulnerable. But look at Slambo, just goes bang on all three of them here at the moment, chasing that high line and absolutely flying here at the moment. Look at him. Look at the momentum he's got around the outside there. Just clattering into the wall there as well. That's going to hurt him just a little bit, but slides it out wide. As you can see in the chat, absolute beautiful stuff there. Flying around the outside. No 410, says Braden Moore. It is just the Crate Lake models here and the UMPs earlier in the night. But look at this beautiful racing here. Here's Dalton Lane up the inside of Blake Daniels. 3 wide there momentarily. Big mistake from Slambo. He goes onto the top curtain and he will be almost out of this race. Has to, yes, be very careful. And here comes the first caution of the night, ladies and gentlemen. Not of the night, I should say. It's the first caution of the race here in the second of the feature races here this evening. Poor old Sam Mars, he was on an absolute charge too. Flying through the field. Just made that one mistake there and found himself up in no man's land. Tyler Worley controls the pace out in front. Watson in second position. Chase Reinison in third. We got Mason Watson up there in P4. And then these two guys. I don't know if they like each other, the 5 and the 6. A little bit of rubbing there in the pacing. Daniels and Dalton. Dalton Lane, that is. Then we got Lucas Hines in the 17. The 14 of Jacob Bland.
My bad, Trent.
The 12 of Rainey. And Trent Dalton back here in the 2 car. Brian Keane in the 13, and the rest of them. And it looks like we are green light racing again. Let's go to the front because it's Tyler Worley. No, they're just speeding up. We're not green light yet. Catches me off guard sometimes. Who's going to get the whole shot here? We've seen Mason Watson very good. Braden Watson very good off the restarts. And here we go now. It's Tyler Worley in control. Actually gets the jump on Watson. And now they're all going to line up on Watson indeed. Here goes Chase Reinison looking up the inside, trying to get the job done as soon as possible. But Watson has the momentum around that top line and just dives back into P2. Here comes the old man up on the inside of Reinison, but it's not going to worry him too much. But he's gone a little bit wide there, and now let's just stack the field up. In the inside is, who's that again? Oh my goodness, I'm losing my mind out here, ladies and gentlemen. It's Bland in the 14, and the 5 of Blake Daniels just cutting across his nose here for the second caution. Goodness me. It's still early in the day here in Australia, folks. This is a USA league we are calling. It's prime time for them. I've just had my morning coffee. Just waiting for it to kick in. Hopefully it does soon, because we got some good racing here in these Crate Lake. There seems to be a pretty good combination between these cars and this circuit.
That one will be on Mason. He threw a spider. Don't think he knew. They were 3 wide.
Worley's still in front. These two guys are your championship protagonists.
A whole bunch of them.
Watson got first blood in the first of the feature races tonight. And it was Wally who took P3 in that race. So that will leapfrog Watson. They were only separated by 1 point coming into this race tonight.
Sorry, Bob. Don't want somebody to get the spot.
And now Watson does have the lead. He will have to, I believe, finish in P3 or less for Wally to retake that lead. So as long as Watson just sits fat there in second position, doesn't have to risk it too much. As long as he sits fat there in P2, he will retain the championship lead.
Y'all figuring right now?
Yes.
Rhinoson looking to attack though. He's horned up there, folks, the Rhino. He's horned up and he is ready to attack that 93 off the restart. We saw it happen in the last restart. He's going to try and do it again. McDonald's breakfast still serving here in Australia. That's how early it is, folks. Bradley Cairns must be in WA because it stopped here. He's certainly not in North Queensland, as his name might suggest. Pace car's off, though. Let's go racing again. Wally just backing up the field here as well. Little cheeky move there from Rhinoson looking up the inside, but now we are green, 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 and Rhinoson just got caught there. Had to check up because he was getting a little bit too cheeky up the inside, but Wally now takes control of the race. Watson goes flying past Rhinoson to take P2, and here's the battle action here. It's Senior Watson looking up the inside of Chase Rhinoson, who's going very wide here out of turn 4, and look at Daniels there. It's Lucas Hines sliding up on the inside of him. They go 3 wide, but Hines has the momentum and will take that position now as well. Daniels won't be happy with that at all. Actually, a little bit of contact between him and Daniels. Daniels gets spat out the back, loses 2 positions, gets spat out again from the 2 car. Now he's just riding along the fence, and things are going from bad to worse here for Blake Daniels. Can he try and cut his way back through the field here as well? Tries to. The 2 on the outside. That's Trent Dalton just clattering off the outside fencing there, and here goes Blake Daniels around the outside there of the 14, the 132 on the inside. Tell you what, the 5 car has the pace, and he is absolutely seeing red after that last little exchange with those other guys there as well. Lucas Hines there holding off. It was Lucas Hines holding off Dalton Lane there in the background. And look at Blake just coming at a rate of knots in that 5 car, the grey and blue, absolutely flying. But Dalton now taking that high line, the cushion. He's going to come right back into the view there of our cameras here at Sensational TV at an absolute rate of knots, and just pushing the 17 through on Mason Watson as well. Now they go 3 wide, little touch between the 42 and the 6. It is the 17 car though who has that position stitched up. Now he'll take that with both hands. Dalton Lane now squatting Watson back into P6, but Watson now having a big look up the inside across that hump out of turn 4, and now just consolidating. But I'll tell you what, Dalton Lane got plenty of pace here. He just needs a couple of clean laps where he's not battling with Watson down here to have a little bit of a look at the 17 car. All over the back of him too, just losing his marker there a little bit, travelling wide, and it's the 17 just in control of these 4 guys. Look at Blake Daniels getting all tangled up there with Watson and disappearing out of existence there with connection issues, but it's Watson just holding him off here at the moment. But Blake Daniels on an absolute charge, and I don't think he's very happy about what happened to him earlier on in this race, going very wide there. We saw that's where Slambo made the big mistake of getting stuck on the opposite side of the berm earlier on in this race, and that's why he's sitting in absolute dead stone last here at the moment. Oh, big mistake there from Hines. He's travelling slowly. He made his way out into that bunda, absolute no man's land. And we have the 3rd caution for this race. Wowee, folks. Good green light action here, racing. Poor old Lucas Hines. Will he get that position back? I don't think so. Ooh. I don't think he's happy with Dalton Lane there. Gives him the big old slambo in the old rear end department.
You crybaby bitch. You should have lifted. You fucking
These guys have got a channel in the Discord called Bitching and Complaining. And I can tell you right now, there is no censorship in that channel.
Here we go, getting us stressed, really, Cuddy. Just get him out. And push
You're
him
being a
down.
dick on the track, they will let you know about it. That is
Come
for
on, Derek,
sure.
make a call, bud.
Brutal honesty here at
We should be able to go
Dick
more,
Slaps
I
and Tallywhacks. You'd expect nothing less.
think. You're a pussy.
Tyler Worley leading the race now on the third caution. Had pretty good green light racing. That's how the first feature started as well, and it sort of compounded to 11 cautions in the end. Took it a while before we get there. We've had some pretty good green light racing,
Sam, drop back.
but
Gotta wave.
looks as if we're going green again, and Worley just goes straight off the bat as soon as that pace car came in, and Chase Reinerson actually giving Watson a bit of a go here as well. We've seen this in the first restart as well. Reinerson was right there, but look at just the pace from Watson, was able just to clear him before we got to a fourth caution. That was a quick fire one there. There was a little kerfuffle here between Wagner and Rainey off the restart. Let's see what happens here. Rainey just going wide, and Slambo just doing his best impression of himself, slamming into the side there, and poor old Robert Rainey goes to the back.
So he will get the DQ for that.
Not ideal.
Why aren't you wrecking me?
Not ideal, but Mars will have to go to the back there. He was on fire earlier on in this race. Can only blame himself, though, for ending up out there on the negative side of the berm.
One agree.
That dropped him right down the field. Happened to Hines as well, but I'll tell you what, I think the caution came out before that happened, so he resumes the position there in P4. Daniel's behind them, who we've seen overcome a little bit of adversity in this race as well. I don't think he's too happy with the 6 car. 6 car is down the back now in 13th, 14th position as we go green light again for the 5th time now at Knoxville Speedway, and it's the 66 Tyler Worley out there in front doing it the easy way, but this time is a better jump from Watson, but I don't think he's close enough to make a move here. Here goes Hines, though, dipping up the inside of Chase Reinerson. Oh, no, he's got it all wrong there, and that's backed up the field, and they are all just battering and clashing off each other here. The 2, the 42, and the 5, a three-way with the 14 now just giving it to the 2, and just they both drop backwards there as well. I got to try and be a little bit more careful. Oh, no, the 49's around, collects the 42 on the way, and that'll be our 5th caution of the night. You could sense that happening, folks. That was just about to happen. We saw it. Oh, I felt it in my waters. It all came from just a little bit of a check-up there in the mid to the top of the pack. That just sort of
We're gonna run out of fuel.
concertina affected the rest of the field as they all came through at a rate of knots. They were 3 and 4 wide there for a second.
Wanna go?
See if we can see it. Maybe it was this. Maybe it was Dalton Lane. I think it might have been the 6. Oh, you can see the 49, the 42 stuck into each other there as well. So yeah, plenty of carnage before these two guys got together. At the front of the field, Worley controls the pace again. This is where he likes it. This is where he likes to be. This, I mean, if you're a racer of any description, that's where you want to be, isn't it? P1. But it's all a game of cat and mouse when it comes to these restarts, because it's all down to the leader and when he decides to put the pedal to the metal, and that is right now. Here goes Tyler Worley, covering off Watson as well, but back there it's Reinerson and Hines side by side. This is a nice little tussle between these two guys. Actually, Worley's made half a mistake there, a little bit wide on the exit of 2, and Watson's pretty close this time, but it looks like Hines up into P3. Reinerson just absolutely KOs him. Murder there from Chase Reinerson. Really poor stuff there, and that sends Hines into the wall with massive damage, and that's hit the 2 as well. We haven't seen a caution yet, but that's because they're both travelling in the same direction still. No cars splayed off yet, but that is poor driving there from Reinerson. I don't know if he'll be in any trouble there from the steward, but certainly in the chat and the bitching and complaining, and it all comes to a head with Hines, and the frustration shows as he takes out the 2 car, and the 17 joins in as well. Oh, you could see it. Hines pissed off. You could tell under the lid there, under the helmet, is absolutely fuming at that move from Reinerson. See if we can find it here, folks, in the very short time that I have before we go green light racing again. Here it is here. Here's Reinerson just absolutely clobbering the 17 there, coming in hot. And you can see the 17 in the background, absolutely massive damage. And he goes to the back of the pack, so not his favourite person there.
Next will be Nino.
But Hines gets his position back, at least up to P5 now.
No warning. There are no warnings. Shut up, fat ass.
I can almost see the smoke coming out of the rear window there of his car. No, he's going to have to go back down to where he was there. He is. He's being instructed to go down the order.
I need it to be delayed.
See what happens here. The 6th caution, folks.
Get up there.
Been racing for 19 minutes so far.
Go ahead, Jacob. You're at the bottom.
It's all about the game of cat and mouse at the start. I quite enjoy this. When does he go? When does he stop? When does he sort of slow down a bit? Back the field up just a touch. We've seen him do everything in the book. This time, very early takeaway and gets that job done. And I'll tell you what, look at this battle in behind here. That's Blake Daniels around the outside of Reinerson. The Rhino is absolutely stomping here at the moment, going down the order. It's Blake Daniels with the start there and goes up into P3. Beautiful start from him. Worley controls the pace though, and Watson will sit back into P2, but here comes Daniels on an absolute charge. He might even have a look here at Watson. He does. Gets that block pass done. Beautifully slide up into P2. Now these two guys side by side. Watson all on the rear quarter panel here of Blake Daniels, who sticks with him around the outside. He will have the momentum now. Makes that position stick into P2. Beautiful driving there from Blake Daniels. But the battle is not over yet because Watson, speedy customer at the best of times, and now that he's a little bit rattled after that restart, he'll be coming out a rate of knots here for Daniels. You can see him up the inside now, taking that middle line, and we got a caution now. We all get to settle down for just a moment before we go racing again. Wowee, what a start there from...
That's my fault.
What a start there from Daniels. Just caught everyone napping there in front of him. Goes up 2-3 positions. Beautiful stuff. And makes a move on the championship leader that I reckon he'd be pretty proud of. Put that one in the history replay bank. Go back to that one. Show your kids, mate. Look what I did. Reinerson there, the Rhino in 4th. Then we got Senior Watson. 1-3-2 of Bennett. Getting shoved around there from Daddy.
I get a wave. Never mind.
And the 14 of Bland has parked it in the pit lane, so he will, I think that'll be the end for him tonight. And Lucas Hines as well. Tell you what, the damage and the casualties. There's plenty of them tonight. There's one of them. But after the 7th caution, we're about ready for a start now. And now we can get a look at how Blake Daniels tries to navigate his way around this restart. And with Watson on his inside, he's going to have his absolute hands full as we are green again for the 8th time. But it's 2 laps to go. Worley has the run here. He will take P1 for the time being. Here comes Blake Daniels. This is the battle here for P2. Daniels sliding up the inside. Maybe a little bit of rubbing on the entry here into 3. Watson goes wide, and it's a big mistake there from Daniels as well. But I think he heard the call of caution there. It was no caution. It's the final lap of racing. It's Worley out in front. Watson in 2nd position. I don't know what's happened to Daniels, but Worley takes the checkered flag. There was one lap too soon. It was. That was the the official results. Let's get those up as soon as they happen, because I think we jumped the gun there, or at least we left the gun hanging. We were gone early, lap early. Anyway, Worley is your winner for the race 2 feature here tonight. Watson takes P2, so he will be still on top of the championship table, is Watson. So let's get the official results up, and let's get rid of that so we can have a look. Feature results. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Daniels there, down in 7th position. Did have a problem. So Worley takes the win. Watson in 2nd position. Robert Rainey gets 3rd out of nowhere. Kendall Bennett, the young man, gets 4th position. Brian Keane in P5. Ian Buchanan. Bucky makes his way up to 6th. Great stuff from him. Blake Daniels in 7th with Karen Bell. Mason Watson, Dalton Lane, Andrew Wagner, Chase Reinerson in 12th position. Lucas Hines, Jacob Bland, Trent Dalton, Mason Rainey, and Sam Mars at the very back. Are they the official results? They are. All right, well, I guess they were all mixed up there for a little while. Only 4 cars on the lead lap, 5 cars on the lead lap in the end. But, another action-packed round of dirt racing in the bank here at Sensational TV. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, to give us a little like and a sub on the YouTube channel or the Facebook, whatever you're watching on. If you're on one, do it on the other. That's a good idea. And we're on Twitch as well now so if you want to go and check that out. I'm not much of a Twitch connoisseur myself, but we're on there. Go and give us a like on there too. My name is Chris Munro. I've been your commentator for this evening and every round in this series. We might get a code comms for next week as well, if we're lucky. The great Zach O'Reilly is chomping at the bit to get involved in the calling here at the Dirt Oval action here at DSTW Racing Series. Until then, that will be something of a myth. But congratulations to all the place getters and winners tonight. It was a fantastic display of racing. Wasn't too aggressive either. There was a few choice moves as well. That's what you get in racing. A little bit of hot-headedness as well in these dirt stratospheres, I suppose you could call it, dirt communities. I can't wait to read the bitching and complaining channel after this one. But that brings us to the end of the broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. As I said just before, my name is Chris Munro. This is Sensational TV. Tune in next week, where we will be at the Dick Slaps 100 at Fairview Raceway. I'll check that out on the schedule. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Keep it flat out.
Sensational TV YouTube channel. Don't fucking miss it.